In a world full of artists, I can't believe I still have to say this.
Get ready for the next battle.
Hello, my name is Vaderfly. I hope you're doing well. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate it. Also, make sure to check me out on my other socials. Here at the King of Dreamers, where you can see a lot of my cosplay stuff. Also, you can check me out right down here at my Twitch, and you can follow me all through there. I will be eventually doing live streams yet again, and kind of going from there. So I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much, and let's go ahead and begin this. As many of you know, I am a cosplayer besides being a YouTuber, and I love doing it. I love doing the hobby of it. I love making things. I love having fun with it. As you can see, there's a floppy hat behind me right now for a project that's coming up here soon, but I love doing it. It's so much fun, and I've, needless to say, had a great time with it. But there has been some shortcomings with it, and as of lately with the community and release of the newest Captain America movie, I wanted to talk about something that really is holding dear to my heart. As of late, it really is something where it is a black person decides to cosplay as a white character or an Asian character, and all of a sudden you are the black version of that character rather than you are a version of that character just in general, or just that character. It's been really getting annoying, especially when it comes to Marvel Comics, where I've said this before, I'm not a huge fan of Sam Wilson being Captain America. I've always been a fan of Steve Rogers being Captain America. That's what I've known, that's what I've dealt with, and it's worked out pretty well so far. But it's been a really weird thing where it's kind of like when they see a black person donning a suit, they automatically immediately jump to, well, that person must be cosplaying as Sam Wilson or Miles Morales or so many other characters. It kind of takes away the heart and soul of cosplaying, which is you are cosplaying as one of your favorite characters rather than anything else. The heart of it is that you're making art, and you as the person is celebrating that art of whatever person you're representing. I always believe that heroes represent our final actions when it comes to certain things, and it has been very necessary for, especially for people like myself, to kind of share that art with everybody else. But it does make it frustrating that I do see a lot of people, even, I had to say it, sometimes black people in the community just label you as a black version of a character, or question why are you cosplaying as just a white character or an Asian character, because they don't understand that sometimes those are the characters that you do relate to. It is very almost nonsensical that we have to continue to compete putting ourselves in boxes to try to please a mass audience of something that we shouldn't have to please them for. We're making this stuff or buying it. I personally don't care if you make or buy, please go ahead. But we are making or buying these costumes, and honestly, we're doing it because we want to have fun. I personally don't care about competitions. If I enter a competition and I lose, I don't get mad, I don't get upset. I'll just go, cool, I did it, on to the next one. I think it's, for me, it's just meeting with people with similar interests and similar values for certain characters in that brand or anime or whatever it may come to. The problem I've been noticing is that as of late is that we are putting ourselves in boxes. If you are black, you must automatically be this version of this character. If you're white, you must automatically be this version of this character. And if you're Asian, you must automatically be this version of this character, which I find just so nonsensical. I think people need to understand is that you can be anybody through this art form. That's what's so beautiful about it. I think when we have to label ourselves and stigmatize certain aspects of our bodies or who we are, we're limiting ourselves from actually doing something amazing. For example, I dress up as Captain America, the Steve Rogers version. My favorite suit is from the Winter Soldier movie, the stealth suit. As of lately, I've been getting some Sam Wilson comments and asking why I don't dress up as a character. Well, like I've said before, I don't relate to Sam Wilson's character. I think Sam Wilson's character is kind of bad. I'm going to be completely honest with you. And I liked him as the Falcon. Doesn't mean I don't like black characters. It's just, I just like him better as the Falcon. So when I get this question that really bothers me it bothers me is because it's so really, I don't know, rude. When you just have to automatically assume when you see a black person in a Spider-Man suit or a black person wearing a Captain America suit that they're automatically Sam Wilson or they're automatically Miles Morales. We shouldn't have to limit our imagination, which is so strange. That's what cosplay is about. It's about expanding your imagination, expanding your horizons. But yet we are so limited in our views and our beliefs. It's kind of makes the cosplay community a very hard place to be in. Nobody should be limited on playing a character in the cosplay community by their race. If you align with their values and their character, it doesn't matter their race or skin color or even their sexuality or gender. I've been seeing a lot of weirdness on threads and Twitter where it's kind of being very, I don't know, clicky. And I don't like clicks because I didn't even like high school. So you can already tell where this is going. Almost the elite looking down amongst the lower class. And it's like, hey, sometimes a lower class person can have just as much fun as an elite class person. Doesn't mean we have all the same skill sets or skills. Sometimes we have to look at ourselves and ask ourselves, how can we be better? And sometimes if we are comfortable with what we have and what we are at, that's okay too. But it's never okay to try to label somebody and put somebody in a box because of their beliefs or their skin tone or anything. I've noticed that in general that the cosplay community has been very over political in a lot of aspects, and it is kind of made me not enjoy my time with it. As long as you agree with everything they spout, you're gonna have a great time. If you don't, you're gonna have a bad time. And that comes back to the whole race thing as well. A lot of people believe since you are black, you should be only cosplaying black characters. So what does that say about them? Your allies, your friends in the cosplay community. Now, some of them don't mean it in an offensive way, and I'm gonna be very clear about that. But some of them very much do intend what they say. I've had my haters and detractors on both sides of the aisle. Trust me, I get it all the time when I do Luke Skywalker. I get the Netflix version of Star Wars, which I don't mind. I think I'll make a great Luke in the Netflix version of Star Wars. I am here, Netflix, call me. But it does sometimes bother me that black people do have heroes that aren't their own skin tone, and white people have heroes that aren't of their skin tone either. It's so narrow-minded and narrow viewed that people only look through a lens and only see people through a certain eye. As long as we align with the values of the hero or the villain, we usually like those types of characters. We see something in them that is something in us. Why is Spider-Man Peter Parker so relatable is because we've all been there before. We've all been nervous. We've all been in weird situations, broke, struggling, whatever. We've all been there. So that's why we relate to characters like him. We limit our imagination when we have to be narrow-minded and at a narrow point of view. And especially when it comes down to cosplaying and other things of that nature. I am never one of those people that was going to try to tell you that you shouldn't cosplay a character or you shouldn't put on a suit because of your weight or whatever. That's not me. I couldn't care less. What I am going to tell you is this. If you are going to do that, be prepared for some criticism. People are not going to just hold back because you're you. I wish we did live in a world where people just kept their opinions to themselves, but they don't. And that's okay. As long as you have the skin to do it, to get through and be able to be criticized, you will be making it far. And sometimes that criticism isn't criticism. I'll be 100% honest. Sometimes that criticism is just pure hatred. But don't let it bother you. Me dressing up as Captain America does not equate with me being Sam Wilson. Me dressing up as Spider-Man, as Peter, the red and blue version, and I take off my mask and I'm black, but that doesn't mean I'm all of a sudden Miles. It means I like Peter Parker and Steve Rogers. There are black characters I do like and I do appreciate, but for me personally, why I don't really dress up as a lot of black characters is because I don't relate to them. I never really grew up in a hard scenario, in a hard situation. In fact, I kind of grew up kind of nice. I dealt with certain things in my life, and I dealt with racist, of course, in my life. I dealt with bad policing in my life. I'm not going to pretend I'm lying. I've dealt with that kind of stuff, but I never blamed people for it. I never, at the end of the day, try to hate another person for that. What I'm saying to you, young creator out there, or old creator, or person that is my age and that's listening to this, that's feeling a little down, don't let them put you in a box. Because when they put you in that box, they forever want you to stay in that box. Those are no friends of yours. Friends want to see you expand and grow. Become more than what you have to be or what you can be. Cosplay is not limited by your skin color or your size or who you are, your disabilities. As long as you enjoy what you're doing and you like the character that you're cosplaying as, everything else is going to fall into place. I believe in you. And I'm going to say that again. I believe in you that you can do this. I know this is not my typical pop culture rants and everything else, but I'm saying this because I genuinely do think you're fucking amazing. Could I say fucking now? Has it been long enough? But the point is, what I'm saying, if I'm saying anything at all, is that don't let your narrow-minded view of what people think you are. And if you don't know what they are, it's okay to ask. Be okay to ask. It's okay. It's better to ask than assume and then say something that might make somebody upset. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not one of those people that gets upset about it. I just go, okay, alright, whatever. But it does ring some problems, especially when I see for other young black people coming up. The thing is this: make art. Don't worry about anybody else. Worry about you and what you want to do. At the end of the day, out of all of it, you're gonna be the best person to know what's gonna be best for you. Nobody else is. I'm not even gonna be the person for you. You are. So appreciate what you're doing. Don't let people pigeonhole you in certain positions. Don't let people tell you you need to accept things when you don't need to accept things. You're the best version of you, and you just need to believe that. I last leave with this. Listen to Childish Gambino, I'm Not Going Back. It is a philosophy that song has that makes me feel so special to be who I am in my own skin. How I speak, how I talk, and how I look. We are amazing. Don't let other people tell you you can't be. You can be everything and more with certain restrictions. My name is Vaderfly. Please like, share to this channel. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.